Meanwhile, over the next 5 years, the number of super-rich individuals in Indonesia is expected to treble, a rate of growth that's among the fastest in Asia. Yet more than half of Indonesians still live on less than $2 a day, and only 10% of the working population pays any tax. The government's struggling to provide basics such as education and healthcare. Many wealthy Indonesians are stepping in and setting up charitable foundations to fill that gap, as Karishma Vaswani reports.
Indonesia is an economy on the move these days. And this newfound wealth has led to a renewed confidence amongst the country's elite. Indonesia's glamorous set are living it up like never before. But while some here are seeing their money grow, for many in Indonesia, life has stayed very much the same.
Despite strong economic growth, Indonesia still has some of the poorest health and education indicators in all of the region. The government is struggling to cope, and millions of Indonesians fall through the cracks. It's thought that every 8 minutes, a child drops out of school in this country, leading to hundreds of thousands of Indonesian children out on the streets. But some of Indonesia's super-rich are trying to lend a hand.
This is the route taken by one of Indonesia's richest men, Sandiaga Uno.
But if it's 50 kilometers, you probably run like 4 or 5 hours a day.
He's worth almost $700 million. Each step he takes is literally a moneymaker. For every kilometer he runs, sponsors give to charity, and Sandiaga matches the donations. He's raised $300,000 so far.
Our government is completely maxed out on its bandwidth. They have politics to handle, they have pressing issues, infrastructure. So it is call of duty to entrepreneurs. And yes, call it social investment, yes, call it philanthropic. But I think what it also addresses is actually the long-term sustainability of this country.
This is where some of the money Sandy raises goes. With a $100 loan from his charity, Serena sells hot dogs and fried snacks to children in her neighborhood. Before the loan, she was barely able to feed her family.
The government only provides free public schooling until middle school. We couldn't afford to send our daughter, so she had to drop out. With the loan, I get the money to set up this business, and my daughter gets to go to school set up by the charity.
But these children are the exception. The government is trying. In the last decade, it's doubled the amount it spends on education. But only 10% of the working population here pays tax. Indonesia still has a long way to go before strong growth translates into a better life for all of its people. Karishma Vaswani, BBC News, Jakarta.